Hi, today we're going to be replacing the screen on this Gateway NV77H18u laptop. It was purchased off of HVC a few years ago and now has a cracked screen from repeated opening closing from one corner. Screen's cracked here, down here, up here. It's completely non-functional. So we're going to replace this screen today. Before we get started, my list of tools that I'm using. Got just a standard little razor blade, little Tupperware container for putting screws in, a couple of standard screwdrivers, small tips here. I've got a number 0 and a number 1, and then I've got just a couple selection of case opening tools, just small point standard screwdrivers. So with these we will be getting in. If you want to make absolutely positive sure that you've got the right machine, the right screen, down here on your serial number tag, your model number's right up here in the corner. You're going to want to make sure that that is what you are ordering your screen for. So first things first, we're going to pop this battery out, set it aside, and then we're going to start opening. First things first, grab your razor blade. We've got a couple of stickers down here in the corner that we want to pull off. I like to take these stickers and just stick them to the side of my plastic container where my screws are going to go. Sometimes these things are a pain in the butt to get out. There we go. Alright, so now we've got our stickers that will go back in there. And with our number 0, we now undo these first two screws. The nice thing is all of the work we're doing is on the top portion, on the screen part of the laptop only. There is no work that's going to be done on the bottom base unit, so we don't have to remove any of the screws from the bottom, which makes it really easy. Then with my smallest screwdriver, we're going to, and this is where I like to use the razor blade, use the razor blade just to kind of give yourself a little bit of room in there so that you can fit a tip of a screwdriver. And once you're in there, you're golden at this point. You just kind of give it a little twist, slide it gently across. Open this up all the way, and this piece comes off. There's your bezel. So you can see what the clips look like up inside here. Kind of give you a little bit of a reference what you're going to be looking for, screw attachment points. So we're going to just set our bezel aside, and there's our screen. It's that simple to get to. There are there's 2 screws on either side at the bottom down here. You don't need to mess with any of these screws. We're not going to need those. You do, however, want to remove the top 2 corner pieces. Put them in your little container. Now, as you can see, or you will see here in a moment, the screen is attached only by these 2 side metal brackets. Each one has 4 screws in it. We're going to use our number 0 and pull these out. Okay, all our screws are out. I'm going to take our little container, set it aside, because now we're going to open this up. Our screen is now completely loose. We can lift it out. Now, the only connection we have to take off is this. It is tied down with some stickum tape, so we are going to need to remove this tape to get to that connector. And here's our replacement screen. So this one, it's a flat connector. The ribbon cable slides up underneath and into the slot. So it slides up and in, it snaps in. Okay, now we're going to take a piece of electrical tape, slice it off, Put it right across there. Alright. Screw this thing back in. Pull our tabs. And then I'm just going to put in one top screw really quick. And now we put all our side screws in. And there we have our new screen installed. This one is a matte screen. It's got a dull finish to it, a little bit better for low light rooms. The one we replaced was a glossy screen, which we're not going to use. This one isn't as reflective, so it's a little bit nicer to look at. You got to make sure that you get your cables cleaned up down here so that they fit inside the thing. You'll find some channels down in here that they want to snap into, just like that. And then we can snap our screen back in, our bezel back in place. Opening it up. Get those back down. And then from here it just snaps right into place. The back side, a little trickier to get latched in. Our last two screws. And then we have our stickers. No, that doesn't work. Get those things back into place. There we go. There's our new screen. Flip it over. Put our battery in. Let's open this thing up carefully. Moment of truth, see if it works. Look at that. Beautiful. It timer for me shows about 18-19 minutes since we began. Obviously I edited it down for some of the slow stuff, and a couple times I dropped a screw. But as you can see, you should be able to run this thing in 20 minutes, half an hour maybe, by the time you get everything set up. Thanks for watching. Laptopscreens.com, that is where I got my replacement from. And we're back up and running.